With the sun beating down on New South Wales, rain delays that have been prevalent all week up until today were a distant memory at the Apia International in Sydney, as the quarterfinal action on Wednesday provided intrigue and excitement. Tuesday saw a day of relative giant killing at the Sydney Olympic Park Tennis Centre. The day began with top seed Simona Halep withdrawing from the tournament through illness, and many of the remaining seeds didn't survive the second round either. Agnieszka Radwanska, looking to reclaim the trophy she won in 2013, couldn't make it past Garbine Muguruza. Ekaterina Makarova lost out to Carla Suarez Navarro, and Dominika Cibulkova crashed out to home player Jarmila Gajdosova. So with just Petra Kvitova and Angelique Kerber as the only two seeded players left in the hat for the last 8, how did they and defending champion Tsvetana Pironkova fare on day 4? Second seed Kvitova, who reached the last 4 of this competition last year, lined up against Australian number 3 Jarmila Gajdosova with the semi-finals in her sights. With just a single top 5 win to her name during her career, Gajdosova began this one in determined fashion. Having beaten 7th seed Dominika Cibulkova a day previous, she was clearly confident of an upset. And her claims for an unlikely victory were given a further boost as a Kvitova error handed her the opener. The Czech's not a 2-time Grand Slam champion for nothing, and she set about proving that. She took the second, 6-3. Kvitova continued to impress in the decider, the world number 4 mixing power and accuracy to devastating effect. And having reached the semi-finals in Shenzhen last time out, she secured a second consecutive last 4 spot as Gajdosova was fired. 15th career singles title as well in Kvitova's sights.
Yeah, I'm just glad that I was still able to stay in the game and trying to wait for my chance, and yeah, luckily I won, but if to be honest, I'm not pretty sure how.
Garbine Muguruza lay in wait for 5th seed Angelique Kerber as the German was back on court, having finished her second round match at 3 AM local time. Her fatigue showed in the first, Muguruza dominating every corner of the court as she won the opener 6-love. It was a very different story in the second though, the German eventually finding her rhythm as she pegged her opponent back time and again. And Kerber levelled proceedings in the 7th game, replying to Muguruza's first set demolition with a 6-1 win of her own. Try as she might, the world number 24 couldn't find her way back into the match after that. This erratic forehand handing Kerber victory. The world number 9 progresses to the last 4. Muguruza's disappointment clear for all to see. Defending champion Tsvetana Pironkova still has hopes of retaining her Sydney crown, and she'd have to get past Barbora Zahlavova Strycova to make it to the last 4. The Bulgarian was seeking a 14th straight win at this competition and took an early lead in this matchup. This pinpoint chip the highlight as she raced ahead. A 5-time WTA finalist herself, Zahlavova Strycova fought hard for a way back into the set. But Pironkova proved too strong time and again. She took the opener 6-4. The world number 67 maintained her scintillating form in the second, building up a seemingly unassailable lead with a series of clever ground strokes. And she secured her place in the last 4 soon after, as Zahlavova Strycova fired wide. First semi-final appearance since this tournament last year beckons for Pironkova. She'll hope for the same outcome this time around.
I really like my game today. I enjoyed being on the court, on the center court again, so it was special for me.
Carla Suarez Navarro took the first set in her matchup with Karolina Pliskova. Spanish ace picked up her 12th top 10 win on Tuesday, but allowed her opponent back into this one as Pliskova levelled the scores in the second. The Czech was looking for a 6th top 20 scalp of her career here, and after a difficult opener, she settled into the rhythm of the matchup as the tie wore on. Currently at a career-high 22nd in the world rankings, a devastating final set saw Pliskova walk the decider to love as she served 4 consecutive aces in the final game. Seeking a 4th singles title of her career, the 22-year-old stock on the tour continues to rise. So the first of Thursday's semi-finals sees Karolina Pliskova face Angelique Kerber for a place in the showpiece, while the later game will see a repeat of last year's last four matchup as defending champion Tsvetana Pironkova takes on Petra Kvitova.